We are in East London, and in front of this beautiful structure here, the fantastic...
Rich. That's
Yeah.
the cycling centre.
Oh,
The stadium is behind us here.
we'll try that again. We're in West East London, home of the Hammers, and we are outside the London Stadium for this episode of the Walk for Autism, the Stadium Tour.
Come on in and see what we're up to.
So guys, we are back and we're at the final club stadium.
We are.
Here we are, there it is behind us, West Ham United.
That's right, we are back at the 11th and final club stadium for this week's episode. We're coming back to you on a Wednesday, which is very different for us indeed. But yes, we are back and we are bringing you another episode of the Inside the Orange/Yellow podcast. And we are continuing our Walk for Autism, the Stadium Tour for AnnaKennedyOnline. Don't forget, guys, if you have missed any of the episodes so far, you can find anything you have missed on the Walk for Autism playlist on YouTube. There is now over 30 episodes of every single bit of this as we've been promoting and preparing for this Walk for Autism the Stadium Tour for AnnaKennedyOnline. And we need your help. So in a few minutes' time, you'll be able to see the QR code, which will take you to our GoFundMe page, which we are using to support the AnnaKennedyOnline Autism charity this year through our donations. Not only that, we would love you to donate, share, or even subscribe and like the podcast. So we're going to bring you details soon of how you can get in touch, how you can support us and spread this even further and make our message for this year's stadium tour as big and as far and as wide as it can go. So here's how you can support us and this year's fundraiser. You can subscribe and like our YouTube channel and videos. That is the way that we can get seen by more and more people, and we rely on this to spread our message as far and wide. You can also follow us on Instagram. We are Inside the Orange. On X, we are at Orange Watts, and we have the Inside the Orange podcast Facebook page. You can also visit us at insidetheorange.co.uk. All links will be in the show notes and description. So on this page, we have got the GoFundMe link. So if you do hold your phone over the QR screen, you will be able to get that code, and it will take you to our GoFundMe page. As you can see the GoFundMe link there, and the GoFundMe is on both mine and Team Goddo's links in our bios on social media around our platform. So you are able to get to the GoFundMe page to be able to donate and share as much as you can. If you are struggling to donate, I appreciate it. Obviously, we are in a world where cost of living, we are trying to make money go as far as it can, even if it can be shared to other people so we can get as much awareness of this as we can and to try and raise as much as we can to do it. We need you guys. We are involving your clubs. We're involving you. Let's make this as big as we can make it. So yes, we are back and we are at the London Stadium in West Ham. Now, I am going to be very apologetic. I, in the videos, have referred to it as the Olympic Stadium. So if you do hear that, apologies for that. We've been talking about the Olympics being held there. We talked about it being West Ham Stadium, and I've just got my head a little bit kind of jumbled with it. So apologies. Of course, I know it is the London Stadium as it is as West Ham Stadium. However, as we started today, you might give me a little bit of a let off, as I had just found out that Goddo had planned not one, but 2 songs that we were singing today. And the first one is coming up right now.
You ready?
Go on.
Stand up. If you love West Ham, stand up. If you love West Ham, stand up. If you love West Ham, stand up. If you love West Ham. And here we are, standing up pitch side at the London Stadium, home of the Olympics.
Of the Olympics.
And also home of West Ham United. A big thank you to Tyler and the team for allowing us to be pitch side here.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, look at us dressed in the famous claret and blue of the Irons themselves as we're here. What a fantastic start to this adventure at the Olympic Stadium.
So there we were on the corner of the London Stadium, home of West Ham, and kitted out in the famous claret and blue that the Irons do wear. And you might be thinking, if you've watched this series, hang on a minute, guys, that's a lot of kits. This is a lot of promises you've made for every single team that you've been to this year. So we had a little decision to make and decided that, don't worry, we are just going to remain fans of the stadiums, neutrals as we go forward, and give our shirts back to people who deserve the name of the fans of these clubs. So yes, we are not going to be signed for these clubs. Apologies, guys, if we misled you and you felt that we were going to be representing your team on the pitch this year. I think you've escaped here with a lot from us not doing that. But yeah, it's been lovely. And again, we have represented the club and the kits have been amazing. So myself and Godwin, we just decided to give a little bit of maybe a resignation post as we were at the London Stadium.
Rich,
Go on.
we have a problem.
Come on, what's the problem?
We've been signed by several London clubs this year. We have to choose. You know what? I think
Go on.
we'll just be spectators and watch.
Yeah,
I don't think they want us to be playing, really.
I don't think so. I think, I'm approaching 40. I think it's time for me to hang up my boots. So I'm not sure about you, because...
I won't tell you my age. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone.
But you have just got a new pair of boots. But they're walking boots. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. But yes, we announce our retirement, but we will enjoy all this football from the comfort of these fantastic stands in the future.
So there you go. We have hung our boots up, but we'll keep them on just for this weekend to complete the Walk for Autism, the Stadium Tour for AnnaKennedyOnline. We were bringing back again the amazing history and information, and there was only one man for the job. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Stato.
So he made me sing nice and early, but we also have one of the most important people that has been part of the Walk for Autism this year. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time at a club stadium, it's Stato.
Mr. Stato. So West Ham United were found as Thames Ironworks in 1895. However, they reformed as West Ham United in 1900. Now, their badge is cross pair of rivet hammers, which they used to use in the building industry. So in this area of Newham, we're in the Newham borough.
Okay.
You used to have the shipbuilding industry with the hammers.
Yes.
Rivet hammers, hammering. and that's how the actual hammers got onto the badge.
Ah, okay.
And they're also the coat of arms of Newham Borough Council,
Ah,
because
amazing
we
stuff.
are in East London.
We are. And I know you've got another bit of a fact as well, because this hasn't always been West Ham Stadium, has it? They've been somewhere else, haven't they?
They have been. They've been to a lovely place called Upton Park.
Right, yes.
Back in before the Olympics, obviously.
Yeah.
But now they've been at this home since after the Olympics, which is their home ground.
Fantastic stuff. And again, a beautiful stadium. I remember Upton Park, very close, very intimidating ground, and now they've gone to this beautiful, huge Olympic stadium, which is absolutely beautiful.
And it's such an honour to be here.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
We've enjoyed
Big
it.
Privilege.
Yes, we have become hammers today, haven't we?
Yes, we have become the Claret Blue Army
We have, definitely stuff.
for West Ham.
So, as ever, I wasn't leaving Goddo to have all the stats and the facts for himself. I was going to start talking about some players that put on quite a performance as West Ham players. And the interesting fact about that, as we were kind of researching them, was the longevity that a lot of people associated with West Ham have had. So, yeah, let's talk about some amazing players and some history of West Ham.
So, Rich,
Go on.
you told me you'd got a bit of stutter for me today.
I have.
Clever boy.
Yes.
Go on then.
So there is a couple of very, very important people that we need to mention today. They had a striker called Vic Watson from 1920 to 1935.
Yeah.
He scored 326 goals. Now, we've mentioned some goal scorers in this. 326 goals for West Ham.
Oh my goodness me.
And it doesn't stop there. Their most appearances made was
Yeah.
Billy Bonds, 781
What a
appearances.
legend.
Yes.
What a legend.
Between 67 and 88, Billy Bonds. So some amazing people. And West Ham was always that club that people stayed at. It was a real kind of family club. And yeah, you were there for a lifetime. Go on.
Yeah, so they had also the most successful manager, John Lyall, from 74 to 1989.
Absolutely.
And another manager who had a good spell here, who's a very good friend of ours
very
nowadays,
good friend.
Harry Redknapp.
Harry Redknapp, yes. So
Harry, we're at the stadium. Harry, thank you for your support as well.
Absolutely. And he had a big spell. He played as a player.
Yeah,
and
yeah. He was here for quite a while actually, and he had a successful spell, player and manager.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Thank you, Harry.
So there you go, some absolutely instrumental people in West Ham's history, and we are going to be bringing you more about this and some more fantastic facts as we go through. Now, though, I'm just going to share with you a little video which might just show you some of the bits and pieces that we haven't been able to bring you today in its full sense, but a nice little montage of our day spent at West Ham United's London Stadium. So we had talked about some long-serving players, but that was just the tip of the iceberg, really. West Ham United have had some remarkable players over the year, some remarkable success, and they could also be credited with supporting England winning the World Cup in 1966. Here's some more about the success and those players at West Ham United.
So, Godwin, I'm sure this club has quite a history of being successful as well. I'm sure there's
very
some,
successful club they are, West Ham, brilliant.
So, come on then, what have they won? Start us off.
They won 3 FA Cups.
Wow, 3 FA Cups. I know they won the old Second Division Football League.
Yep, and they won Championship.
Okay, they've won 2 Championship playoffs. Tough doing.
And then we go to Europe.
Yes.
Right, they won a Cup Winners' Cup.
Yes.
And recently, the Conference League, that was a huge success,
Yes,
wasn't it?
Yeah, very recent, yeah.
Yep.
2023, I think that was.
Yep.
And going back then, so the polar opposite is the Football League Walk Up in the 40s.
Yeah. And West Ham are renowned for their younger players, the youth teams and the youth ranks. And they won 4 FA Youth Cups as well.
Wow, that's not surprising because, as I said, we talked about earlier on the legends that kind of come here for a long time. But we can also probably... West Ham had a lot to do with the World Cup win, didn't they? There's some players.
They did. They've had a lot. You go and take it away.
We will start then with 3 absolute legends. So, Bobby Moore, the captain, the England captain, and West Ham, notably West Ham captain. Jeff Hurst, the hat-trick hero himself. West Ham. Martin Peters, I think, another legend that's got playing in the games.
And a legend player also.
Yes.
With a stand name for him.
Go on.
Sir Trevor Brooking.
Sir Trevor Brooking, of course. You've got the Italian. You love your Italian football. The maestro, Paolo Di Canio.
Paolo Di Canio. He graced the West Ham games so brilliantly, didn't he? Paolo Di Canio. What a character as well.
What a character. Who else we got? So, again, someone, great player, great defender. Probably, I think he was one of the most expensive defenders ever at one point.
And we see him on TV regularly.
Absolutely,
don't we now,
Rio Ferdinand. Absolutely.
We got Mark Noble.
Wow, an absolute legend here, I think. Played, again, another of those long servers. It just seems to come through it.
Greenwood.
Ron Greenwood, yeah, we've got the manager as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You can name, Alan Devonshire. There's so many that you can name for West Ham.
I know.
West Ham, legendary club.
We would mention even more, but we have got to start the walk very, very shortly, haven't we, Godwin? So if we started,
We do.
it'd be all over. But yes, what an amount of legends and what a history this club's got.
Oh, amazing.
As ever, we like to spend a bit of this episode just saying about why we're doing it and what the Walk for Autism is all about. And we also want to say thank you to some amazing people that have made today happen.
So, as ever, guys, why are we at this beautiful stadium today? It is because West Ham have kindly supported us in our Walk for Autism, the stadium tour for AnnaKennedyOnline. 12 stadiums, 65 miles over 2 days, and it starts this weekend. But it's an amazing thing. We are trying to raise awareness, raise acceptance and promote inclusion of autism around football and of hidden disabilities, of course, and support the Anna Kennedy charity at the same time. But this is absolutely beautiful. And again, such another club that's included us to come here, and that's so important. This inclusion in football is important.
It's very important. Football, more than a game. We see it in every stadium we go. The welcoming we get, today West Ham so brilliantly welcoming us pitchside at the London Stadium.
That's beautiful.
And because being inclusive, being supportive of whatever cause it could be,
Absolutely.
shows so much positivity. And for us to be taking on that challenge, we're doing well over 2 marathons in 2 days, aren't we? Or for the walk,
Absolutely.
well over, nearly 3, I would say.
Yeah,
That would fuel us. All the support gives us all the energy.
absolutely.
And you've got to say a big thank you for today for the invite. We've got to say a big thank you to the chairman,
Yes.
which is Mr. Sullivan,
David Sullivan, yeah.
and Vanessa Gold.
Yep.
Tyler from Support Services and their team.
Yes.
Yeah. We've got to also say a big thank you to the London Stadium management
Yes.
for obviously being on pitchside here.
Absolutely.
We've got to thank an individual called JJ,
Yes.
who has been very supportive as
Very
well
supportive,
for
JJ.
this visit.
Yes.
And yeah, it's been a pleasure being here and an honour to be pitchside here at the London Stadium. A huge honour, and for this we say thank you so much to you.
Absolutely. And just to finish, of course, we are just two guys that walk off the street. No one has to give us the support. Not only if we come in today, not only if we've got access, they've given us shirts to do our promotions in. They've given us scarves. It's not all just about the material stuff as well. It's time, it's making space for this. So we are so grateful. And yeah, West Ham, thank you for being the 11th and final club that we have been as we are about to begin our epic adventure.
And finally today, we started this episode with a song, Stand Up If You Love West Ham. There is another song that is strongly connected to West Ham. And West Ham fans, I hope we don't make this sound too bad. We'll leave it to you on every Saturday, Sunday, and every game that you play. But here is our little rendition of a song that you might know quite well.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. There we go. So to sign off at West Ham, you just get a very short snippet of the amazing We Are Forever Blowing Bubbles song. As we end today's episode, we always do that the same way, and that is by telling you that inside the Orange/Yellow podcast and the amazing Team Goddo are joining forces to complete the Walk for Autism, the stadium tour for AnnaKennedyOnline this weekend, the 24th and 25th of August. It's going to be 12 stadiums, 65 miles, and the 2-day event. We are going to be joined by the amazing Luther Blissett. There is actually a start event on the 23rd of August at Watford Football Club in the Central Room. I can announce today that we will be at, as we get a bit of a send-off by Luther, by Anna, by some people around the club. So it has been really good that we've had this opportunity to start this way. We are going to be starting at 6 a.m. on the morning of the walk. So this is a lovely little launch that we get to do for the 23rd. And that's a massive thank you to Luther for organising that. We will be decked out, of course, in our amazing kits made by Born Anxious. We are so proud of these kits. They are amazing. Kelly's done an amazing job on them, and we cannot wait. We did wear them for our training walk. I've been wearing them for the podcast episodes and some stadium visits. So they are getting really well worn now and comfortable, ready for us to take on this adventure, wearing these absolutely outstanding kits. We continue with the thanks that we have had, and I've had to write it down because there's just been so many amazing messages. We want to say a massive thank you to Harry Redknapp, Frank Lampard, Leon Barnett, Jessica Jane Applegate, Karen Carney, Gabby Logan, Kelly Cates, Dion Dublin, Alan Titchmarsh, the Boreham Wood Squad, Katie Piper, and on social media this week, I will be bringing it to you on the podcast, hopefully in the next few days, an amazing message from Alison Hammond as well. So we want to say a massive thank you to every single person that sent us a good luck message this year. There may be more, we're not saying at the moment, but maybe there might be some more in the pipeline. We want to say a huge thank you to the clubs that have supported us. We have had all 11 of the club stadiums that have supported this year's event now. So we want to say a massive thank you to Barnet, to Watford, to Leyton Orient, to QPR, to Brentford, to Chelsea, to Boreham Wood, to Fulham, Arsenal, Tottenham, and West Ham United. All 11 clubs have supported. We are so happy that this has been able to be done, and we've been able to bring you the West Ham episode today, which closes the club stadiums all in for you there. We need your help. So as ever, the reason we're doing this and what we're doing it for is to raise awareness, acceptance, and promote inclusion of autism and autistic people. We are doing this to raise money for the fantastic AnnaKennedyOnline charity, and we have a GoFundMe set up that is now, because of you fantastic people, at an incredible £2,266 at time of recording. We want to make this as big as we can. We need your help. The GoFundMe was available in the QR code in the episode. It's also in the show notes and description. It's also on both mine and Team Goddo social media channels. There is not a way that you can miss this. Obviously, if you can't afford to donate, if you are having trouble to donate, a share puts it just as far. So we would love you to just pop
a share out to put it to one more person. We have massive thanks to everyone who has supported so far. If I haven't mentioned in today's episode, it doesn't mean that you're not important to us. In the show notes and description is every single person that has supported us so far, and we could not have done this without you. So, guys, as ever, for the second to last official time, we are 3 days away from the Walk for Autism, the Stadium Tour. Please keep listening, keep watching. Thank you for watching today's episode. And as ever, we end with a goodbye and take care. And we'll see you very soon.